Today we're going to talk about Missingno. I probably should have done this at the very beginning of this Let's Play, but you know, here we are. Let's go ahead and talk about this because I think it's a lot of fun. The mystery of Missingno. What you need to know. Today we're delving into the fascinating world of Pokemon glitches, specifically the infamous Missingno. From the original Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow games, is both a glitch and a window into how these games were developed. Missingno is not just a bug, it's a direct result of how the game handles data and processes information. Let's break this down into a digestible section. Definition. Missingno, or missing number, is a glitch Pokemon that appears due to how the game organizes data internally. Why it exists. In the original Pokemon games, the developers reserved 190 slots for Pokemon even though only 151 were used. The leftover 39 slots were placeholders that became Missingno or other glitch Pokemon. Placeholder versus leftover data. Placeholders. During development, the unused slots served as placeholders to make coding easier. Leftovers. By the time the game was shipped, these placeholders became unused data that the game didn't need but still recognized. Example analogy. Imagine a parking lot with 190 spaces but only 150 cars ever parked there. The empty spaces still exist, but if someone miscounts or tries to park in an invalid space, weird things can happen. How Missingno functions in the game. The Game Boy's processor can handle up to 256 Pokemon because of its architecture. However, only 190 slots were ever accounted for, leaving the rest as glitches. If this game tries to reference an invalid slot, e.g. slot 182, it pulls random data from memory. This is why Missingno appears with bizarre properties. Why is Missingno useful? Missingno serves as an error handler to prevent the game from crashing when invalid Pokemon data is accessed. Side effects. Infinite items and glitches. Encountering Missingno alters the 6th item in your inventory, giving you 128 copies. Corrupting the Hall of Fame. Its glitchy sprite data can overwrite non-essential parts of the game, like the Hall of Fame records. To point out, this is a side note for me, because the Hall of Fame has no real effect on anything other than you just looking at it going, hey, look pretty. It doesn't matter to the game itself other than clicking on it. That's literally it. Difference between Missingno and glitch Pokemon. Missingno. These have fixed, manually assigned properties like a name, Missingno, and placeholder data. Glitch Pokemon. Completely random. They pull whatever garbage data exists in memory, leading to the unpredictable results like crashing the game. How Missingno interacts with game mechanics. Index numbers. Pokemon are organized by internal numbers. For example, Pikachu might be number 84. Missingno fills the gap like 86 or 87. Memory management. Data for Pokemon is stored consecutively in memory. To prevent errors, even Missingno is assigned basic placeholder data like names or movesets. Common theories and misconceptions. Some fans theorize that Missingno was Cubone's mother, a lost Pokemon like Kangaskhan's pre-evolution. These ideas arose from how Missingno interacts with the game's memory, but they're just myths. As I had pointed out in the previous video, I said that more than likely the way that they discovered Missingno was probably due to somebody had tested out different theories, just because more than likely the first time that you run into Mew or you run into any other variant Pokemon, they probably determined that if you fly away from a Pokemon with a fly trainer glitch, something will happen. So when they started realizing that other things could happen, then they go from one to the other, another. So then they kept trying different things with the fly trainer glitch, and they said, okay, what if I try this, and this? But then you think about, how did you figure out where in the world Missingno is in Cinnabar Island? That's not just something you figure out. Notable variants of Missingno. There are 3 unique Missingno variants that display as the Kabutops fossil, Aerodactyl fossil, Lavender Town Ghost. These variants exist because their sprites were needed elsewhere in the game, like in the Pewter Museum and the Pokemon Tower. Why Missingno became a legend. Infinite item glitch. Gave players endless Master Balls and rare candies. Mystery factor. As a kid, discovering Missingno felt like uncovering a secret part of the game. Nostalgia. Missingno is now a beloved piece of Pokemon history, symbolizing the charm of imperfect programming. Conclusion. Missingno is more than just a glitch. It's a glimpse into the limitations and ingenuity of early game development. It teaches us how programming choices ripple through a game's design, creating both challenges and opportunities for discovery. So next time you see that pixelated block of chaos, remember, it's a little piece of history. And that, my friends, is a small little history and window into the quote-unquote glitch Pokemon Missingno. I hope that I did a good job on this, and that's really all I wanted to cover. I actually had to record several lines multiple times because I kept screwing up my words, but I really hope that this does help. And of course, as always, thank you Crystal at Art by Bummer. Oh, actually, by Crystal here. Thank you so much for writing this up as an entire article. If anybody wants to read it, I'm hoping I'll remind myself to add this in there. And I don't know how old this article is. It doesn't have a date. I don't see any dates right here anywhere, so I couldn't tell you how old this is. If you like this video, as always, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you liked how I did this video, by all means, please tell me if you want me to do it again, and I'll consider doing it again. This was a lot of fun to do, and all I'm doing is having ChatGPT sum it up for me in a lecture form, and I think it was a lot of fun. So come back again anytime you want, and I hope I did a good job. Later, taters.